Alright everyone, here we are with ticker symbol Nndm, Nano Dimension. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into this chart, I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have information to share with you guys towards the end of this video in regards to the S&P 500 index. It's going to be a summarization of a full video that I did last week, and I definitely want every single investor and viewer to go ahead and check it out. Don't overlook it if you have a chance to watch it. So stay tuned till the end. Now, if you guys want to know what ticker symbols I'm watching, weekly live updates, you can join us over at the Patreon. The link is down below in the description. So here we are. Nndm, downward trend, right? All it's done is go downwards from the peak here of 17 and then almost $18 and a cent or two, right? It fell, came back up. It was trying to get back to 18 and it's just been falling. Now, the overall market has been getting hit, right? We've been seeing that. The market's trying to push itself up, then it falls back down, and it's a little bit rocky. We've been talking about it. And that's why I want every single investor to stay tuned till the end so you can check out that full video if you find value in the summarization that I share towards the end of this video. But you want to be aware and prepared is what I've been saying. You know, it's not like you're a bear or anything like that, because I don't refer myself to be a bear. I'm a bull. If anything, I look for stocks that go up or have the potential to go up, but I do like to be aware and prepared. That's a big difference from being a bear. So let's go ahead and move over our resistance and support to their new locations. But before we dive into this, let's see ARK Invest position. So this was yesterday, the 24th, on ARKQ, 7,420,956 shares. And for today, on the 25th, right, ARKQ, 7,351,684 shares. So they sold some shares, right? We really want to keep that in mind. They sold some shares, about 70,000 shares from ARKQ. Now, ARKW yesterday on the 24th, Nano Dimensions had 6,154,406 shares, and today it has 6,118,268. So from yesterday to today, they shaved off some of their position here as well, about 30,000 shares, almost 40,000, give or take. So they have been shaving off their position, buying back in, and so forth. But it's been a few days that they've shaved off their position. Now, to go ahead and defend many people's theory, right? Let's go ahead and see if it's true, right? Because everyone's been saying, hey, Nano Dimensions is a very important stock. They've been shaving off positions because they want to add to their ETF more of Tesla. So let's see if that is something to actually look at and say, okay, that makes sense. So this is ARKQ, and their ETF Tesla had 554,217 shares. And for the 25th, they have a total of 549,041 shares. So in this statement, it is not correct. They've actually shaved off some of their position. They're not adding to their position on ARKQ. Now, let's go ahead and look at ARKW. So ARKW has Tesla as well. They have a pretty big position here for next generation internet. And this is the 24th, and they have 1,114,584 shares. That was yesterday. And today they have 1,132,000 shares and 4 at the end. But you guys get the point. So this one went up by a little bit, but in ARKQ, they went down. So in some they're rebalancing, and some they're adding. So it makes sense. They are purchasing, I guess, in certain ones, and others they're rebalancing. So far, I'm noticing that ARKQ, if you kind of look at it overall from yesterday to today, some ticker symbols they added, some they removed. I mean, they're rebalancing a lot if you think about it. Like when you look at Trimble Inc., it's like been growing. Like yesterday they had 466. Just focus on that, and then you can see here they have 510. Some interesting stuff. But we need to pay close attention moving forward what's going on with Nano, right? They still hold a large position. I'm not saying that ARK Invest does not believe in the company, does not believe in holding. Like, they see a bright future for Nano Dimensions. I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that, but it's just interesting to watch their behavior, okay? I want everyone to be aware of that. We want to see ARK Invest behavior moving forward. So the lowest point reached yesterday, or actually in the last 2 days, was 961, and our support today is 10.01, basically $10. If that gets broken through, you want to watch how it behaves between $10 and 961, if the bulls can reappear and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. Our 50-day moving average is 1131. If that gets broken through, the bulls have actually managed to get back up into bullish territory, and if we're staying below it, or we are below it, we are in bearish territory. So currently right now, the bears are maintaining leverage over this chart. My question to every single investor: do you see this falling back into single digits, around $9 or possibly even lower? I would love to see investor sentiment and thoughts on that. Now, I talked about it the other day. Was it an opportunity? Do you think this was a great opportunity, or could we see that again? I wanted to go ahead and plant that seed of thoughts into every single investor. I put it in the comments down below of the video. It was actually pinned. So if anybody that saw it, I asked that question for a reason. If it pulled back, do you guys continue to think it's an opportunity, or was it going to break through it and even find itself at a better opportunity, quote unquote, according to the bulls, right? Because that's the way the bulls are looking at this one. Opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. Now, I'd like that ARK Invest still holds over 6 million on one ETF and 7 million on the other. They have not shaved off hundreds of thousands or millions at a time, but they have been shaving off in a very subtle way. So let's go ahead and see here our resistance. Our resistance is 1089. If that gets broken through, I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that that does not signify or guarantee that the bulls are going to break through 1131. I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware of that. This is just an indicator for us investors to know where the momentum is going, and if it gets broken through and the bulls use it as support, they can start a catalyst to get one step closer to the 50-day moving average and getting back into bullish territory. So I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that 1089 needs to be broken through, but does not guarantee the bulls back into bullish territory. Now, our support, once again, super important, is $10. You want to watch this carefully and see how quickly is it moving to newer lows, or are the bulls trying to reappear and bring it back up. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned till the end, because I have a lot of information to share with you guys about the S&P 500 index that you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to keep an eye on moving forward. So for everyone that has made it to this point in the video, the information I'm about to share with you guys is one that I don't want investors to overlook. A lot of you are missing out on this information. We're going to talk about a video that I posted a few days ago, almost a week ago, and there's 24K subscribers, and a lot of you are passing off this information, and I'm going to show you why I want to really emphasize this, and I need your guys' support to go ahead and share the information after you've watched it if you find value in it. So we're going to jump into that in just a moment. But I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a Patreon now, and if you want to know live updates on what I'm watching throughout the week and weekly, the link is down below in the description. I've been talking about several different ticker symbols hitting their bottoms, and they're looking like a great opportunity. I've talked about already 10 of them, and this is the perfect time to go ahead and join in on Patreon and see these ticker symbols as they're going down. There's no fear of missing out. You have time to research the company. You have time to see if it's a temporary pullback and make your own rational decisions. This is the time to watch closely what is going on, and I'm sharing with you guys the picks that I have to add to your watch list and keep on your radar. So here are the different tiers that you can join on. The link is down below in the description. So what video is it that I need your guys' support to watch it? And not only that, but share it so that every single investor and viewer is aware. So let's go ahead and go down here. So I talked about it a few days ago, and many of you actually went and watched it, and I started getting comments, and I'm really thankful for that. But here it is. Stock market crash, or is it the beginning of a correction where opportunity meets the prepared? So we are looking at the stock market right now, hopefully in the perspective of a correction. If it's a crash, this could take months, this can take years. I go over all the information there and how the Federal Reserve definitely has big support over the market. We already saw that this week. The market was falling, and the S&P 500 index, it started to bounce right back up. Look how nice it bounced. It bounced from here and these lows down here all the way up to here. All it took was for the Federal Reserve to pop up and say, hey guys, we haven't left. We're still here. We do exist. We're going to make sure we continue to support and keep things flowing. And then we just started to fall after they never popped up again. And that's all we've been feeling this week. We need to see how the week's going to end tomorrow. So depending on how the week ends tomorrow, you guys have to make the time to watch this video. I went over everything with the Federal Reserve, the chart itself, the behavior, how it's reacting, and so forth. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not predicting. I'm going based off of fundamentals and all the analytics. So I definitely recommend watching this video. Now, I really like this comment. This is the comment that motivated me to share this with you guys. This was an hour ago, and this is on the same video, market crash or correction. So, seems like your thesis is holding up pretty nice. I closed all profitable positions Friday when I saw the video because it made a lot of sense to me. Looks like it was the right decision. Now, to that investor, I want to go ahead and say I'm glad you were able to make a rational decision. I hope it wasn't just my video, but it was your rationale after you seeing where your positions were and how you felt about it. Because I don't talk about any specific positions here. I'm not telling anyone to buy, sell, or hold. But something I do talk about is the fact that I'm not a bear. I'm a true bull. I like looking for stocks that are running up, but I do want to be aware and prepared. And I want every single investor to not be caught by surprise by what is going on right now. So I'm hoping personally, because I don't know tomorrow what's going on or overall the whole market, if we're crashing, it's going to be a big deal. But I'm hoping that we're in a correction, right? I'm hoping that this correction could fall down. We can end up down here at the 3,600, maybe worst case scenario down here at the 35, and then maybe even coming closer to 32. Who knows, right? That's what a correction might do. If we're in a crash, we might see a large downward trend, and for us to recover, it's going to take months, even a year, right? Or even years, right? So I want every single investor and viewer to check out the video. I'm not predicting anything, and I'm not, being a fortune teller. I'm going off of the analytics and everything the chart is showing us. I even talk about since this point, since we were already almost oversold, we were pulling back, and we're seeing the behavior of the chart. We want to pay close attention. I mean, this little jump right here was a really nice jump for the market, but I mean, we're losing it just as fast. Like, that's all it took, a day or two. So I really want every single investor and viewer to obtain this knowledge and this perspective for themselves to make their own rational decisions. And I don't want any single investor to be caught by surprise. I want us to all be prepared. So once again, the video is called Stock Market Crash, or is it the beginning of a correction where opportunity meets the prepared? So what we've been doing over on the Patreon, we've been preparing. So once again, if you want to join on in and you want to know what stocks we're watching and that are going into oversold territory, you can join us down below in the description. The link is there. You'll be redirected and you can go ahead and join us over at Patreon. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.